If you're trying to grow an online coaching business, there's one thing that you're going to realize, and it's that you can't do it all. You can't do it all and you need help. So in this video, I'm going to walk with you through the hires you should make based on the revenue markers you hit. And the sooner you can have a team to support you, the much more sustainable it's going to be for you to grow a coaching business long-term and have this be a career. All right. So before we dive into it, go ahead and smash the subscribe button. I create daily content just like this to help you grow and scale an online coaching business. All right, so let's go ahead and dive in. So phase one is gonna be $0 to $5,000 a month. This is going to be the grinding phase. This is when you're gonna be working pretty hard and you're gonna be having all the hats. You're gonna be doing marketing, you're gonna be doing sales, you're gonna be coaching your clients, you're gonna be doing all the admin, finance, all the tasks. And at this point, you don't have any cash to invest into really anything. Maybe a mentor, maybe a business coach, maybe a coaching program, but you don't have the cash to be able to invest into somebody to help you long-term because you just don't have enough business. And you probably have enough hours to be working on more things. Okay. So 0 to 5K, don't make any hires. Don't make a single one. Just keep working. So right after 5K, the first hire that I suggest you make is going to be a video editor. Okay. And the reason for this is if you're an online coach, you're probably not the best at graphic design, at video engagement. And a lot of these tasks of editing things like this don't cost that much. You can have them done overseas, and all you need to do is just check for spelling errors and grammar to make sure that the video is on point. It's very, very simple, and it doesn't cost a lot. So I could have this video here, like that you're watching on YouTube, be cropped up, edited, and ready to go for maybe 50 to 60 bucks a video. And that may be expensive for you. I'm like, oh, that's a lot. But again, once you're doing 5K a month and more, your time is best spent doing sales. And sales is a higher leverage task that you'll make more than $50 back. Now, if you're doing an Instagram post, it's gonna cost you just 15 to 20 bucks to get a reel, Instagram reel, edited. And look, if you're editing your own reels, it might take you 30 minutes to an hour. I guarantee that your hourly rate and the amount of money you can make on a sales call is way higher than $15 to $30 editing a video. So hire number one after you break the $5,000 mark is going to be a video editor. All right, so phase two is once you've passed $10,000 in revenue, now it's gonna be time to hire another person. The second person that I hired in my business, once I hit that $10,000 mark range, was I hired an appointment setter, also known as a messenger. This person used my Instagram account, saw people that were engaging in my Instagram account, and started conversations with them to see if I could help. And if I could, they would book sales calls for me in my own account. This allowed me to focus on taking the sales calls, coaching my clients, and creating content, okay? Because I wasn't editing anymore. Already got that off my plate. And this freed up a ton of my time, because when you're in that little entry phase, you're gonna be spending a lot of your time networking, talking to prospects. And if you can have a team member do that for you, it's gonna free you up to do more high level tasks like sales and coaching, okay? So at $10,000, that's the hire that I made. Then at $15,000, the next hire that I made was an assistant coach. Okay, an assistant coach. And this was because once I got to that range, I started noticing that a lot more of my time was going into coaching and fulfillment, and it wasn't going into building the business and doing more of the high level tasks that allowed me to grow my business. So once I was around $15,000 a month is when I found a coach and I put them in at part-time. They were working a couple hours a week, coaching my clients with me. And as the business grew, so did their client roster. And they eventually became full-time and were making 5 to 6K a month plus with a little bit of profit and bonus shares in there, okay? But I hired that person really around that $15,000 month range so that I could train them to where when I needed them full-time, they were already there, okay? So that was the third hire I made, was an assistant coach. Now, the fourth hire that I made was a sales rep. Okay. And at this point, I was getting 20 to 30 leads a day, and I was probably booking anywhere from 2 to 3 sales calls a day. And at that time is when I was like, man, almost all of my time is on sales. It's on follow-up. I really need this to be outsourced. But I did not give it away earlier on, even though I wanted to. Of course, I was like, man, I'm taking a lot of sales calls. This is taking up a lot of my energy. I knew it was a really high leverage task, so I didn't give it up right away. And I'm gonna encourage you to do that too. If you're in your own coaching business and you're not doing $20,000 to $25,000 a month, then do not hire a salesperson yet. Stay in that role because you're going to close more or sign more clients than anybody else will because you know your offer best and people are going to be drawn and attracted to you. So stay in that role as long as you can. Once you're having, 3+ calls a day and it's steady, then you can start to look for a permanent, like full-time sales rep. So that was the 4th hire that I made. And around that time, I was probably doing $25,000 to $30,000 a month. And again, that was part-time. And I was able to stay with that one closer until I was doing $100,000 a month plus in collected revenue. Okay. So those are the first 4 hires I made. I hired a video editor, I hired an appointment setter, I hired an assistant coach, and then I hired a closer to take my calls for me. And now all I need to do to grow is just hire more of those people. I'm not necessarily gonna hire more video editors, but I will be hiring more appointment setters so I can get more calls on my calendar. I will be hiring more assistant coaches so that I can take on more clients. And I will be hiring more sales reps who can take more calls for me once my current sales rep's calendar is completely full. And that's all. The only other thing that you could hire is like a virtual assistant for maybe some back-end tasks. You got an accountant, there's some other things, but like the core people that are really foundational to your business, those are the only 4 that really, really matter. Okay. So that's all I got for you guys today. If you like this video, go ahead and smash the subscribe button for more videos like this. I create, again, daily videos just like this to help you grow and scale an online coaching business. I hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you next time.